Hi everyone, this is Jarle for Cloud9 Crafts. Thank you for being here. I made this Christmas card for our current Cloud9 Crafts challenge, which is hot foil. Make sure to check the description box below for a full supply list. Let me start by showing you all the items I used. So I have this Spellbinders stylish scripty sentiment and then the skinny stripe backgrounds. They're both from Spellbinders. I'm taking out my hot foil press, my Gemini Foilpress, and I'm turning my machine on and I put it on low temperature, as you see there. I will wait now for that red light to turn green so that I know everything is ready. I've already cut down my cardstock. Initially, I wanted to use fog cardstock and white cardstock combined, but I end up only using fog cardstock for the background and for that sentiment. Here I have my hot foil plate from Spellbinders, and I'm just putting this on top of my cardstock. I'm using some purple tape to do this, and I'm kind of creating a hinge there. Now, if I were to do this again, I would probably take some larger cardstock and then trim it down after I have foiled everything. Then you have a little bit more room to make mistakes, I think. So now I have cut my cardstock in the exact same size of a card panel, and I think it's more easy when you cut a larger piece of cardstock. So you see that hinge there. Now in this manual that you get with the Gemini Foilpress, there's lots of instructions and also this handy little table, which tells you exactly how much time your die needs to heat up. So you have the seconds for a small die, a medium die, and a large die. So here I have my sentiment, and this sentiment needs 15 seconds to heat up. So I have placed my sentiment plate on top of my platform, and I'm pressing start, so the timer is running now, and this plate is heating up. So now I'm just waiting for everything to finish. Then you get this little beep, and then I can place my foil on top of that plate with the shiny side down. So the shiny side, the pretty side facing that foil plate, and then on top you have that cardstock. So I'm placing this on top, then I'm placing my plastic shim there, and now I can take the whole platform and run everything through my die cutting machine, just like this. Now let's see if this worked. So I am taking my plastic shim out and my cardstock, removing that foil, and as you can see, this foiled beautifully. The cardstock from Lawn Fawn really gives very pretty results with foiling. Then I'm doing exactly the same for that larger die. So now you can see that I have put my timer on 30 seconds now, because it's such a large die, such a large plate. So I'm waiting 30 seconds for that plate to heat up. When my platform is warm enough, I place my foil on top of that plate, so between the plate and the cardstock, again with the pretty side facing the die. Then I'm taking everything and again running it through my die cutting machine. And as you can see, again, this gives very beautiful results. Now, I don't know if you see it on camera, but there was a little tiny spot of overfoiling on that upper left corner. So you can take a sand eraser or this handy little tool from Couture Creations, I think. And this just sands away all of the overfoiling. So in the end, you wouldn't know it was even there. Now I'm prepping my card base with my scoreboard. So I am folding this at 5.5 to create a side folding card. Then I'm just trimming off the edges of that background, just a tiny little bit, so that I have a tiny border just around my background. Taking some regular tape runner to adhere this panel onto my card base. Now it was kind of plain at this moment, so I took out the stitched poinsettia die from Lawn Fawn and I decided to cut out that poinsettia. I think I used the ballet slippers cardstock for this, and then that leaf is out of the Let It Shine paper pack. So it also has a little bit of hot foil accents on that leaf. Then this star in the center of the flower is out of some scrap glitter cardstock. I placed lots of foam tape on my sentiment cards and then I'm placing this on top of that background. So I do have a little bit of dimension on this card. And then I just glue down my flower in that upper corner to give it that something extra. I do love that pop of color on my cards. And I really do like the pink for winter and Christmas cards. Now I did take a tiny foam square there just to make sure that everything is adhered right. This kind of finishes off the cards for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you get some crafty inspiration out of it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much for watching and I will be back very soon. Bye!